Be merry. You have cause, so have we all, of joy, for our escape is much beyond our loss. Our hint of woe is common. Every day some sailor's wife, the masters of some merchant, and the merchants have just our theme of woe. But for the miracle, I mean our preservation, few in millions can speak like us. Then wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow with our comfort.
Prithee, peace.
He receives comfort like cold porridge.
The visitor will not give him or so.
And look, he's winding up the watch of his wit. By and by it will strike.
Sir,
One tell.
when every grief is entertained that's offered, comes to the entertainer.
$1.
Dolor comes to him indeed. You have spoken truer than you propose.
You have taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
Therefore, my lord.
Fie, what a spendthrift is he of his tongue.
I prithee spare.
Well, I have done, but yet.
He will be talking.
Which, of he or Adrian, for a good wager, first begins to crow?
The old cock.
The cockerel.
Done. The wager?
A laughter.
A match.
Though this island seemed to be desert,
Ha ha ha.
so you're paid. Uninhabitable and almost inaccessible. Yet,
He could not miss it.
it must needs be of subtle, tender, and delicate temperance.
Temperance was a delicate wench.
Aye, and as subtle as he most learnedly delivered. The air breathes upon us here most sweetly.
As if it had lungs and rotten ones.
Or as 'twere perfumed by a fountain.
Here is everything advantageous to life.
True, save means to live.
Of that there's none, or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks. How green.
The ground indeed is tawny.
With an eye of green in it.
He misses not much.
No, but he mistake the truth totally.
But the rarity of it is, which is indeed almost beyond credit,
As many vouched rarities are.
that our garments, being, as they were, drenched in the sea, hold notwithstanding their freshness and gloss, being rather new dyed than stained with salt water.
If but one of his pockets could speak, would it not say he lies?
Aye, or very falsely pocket up his report.
Methinks our garments are now as fresh as when we put them on first in Africa, at the marriage of the king's fair daughter Claribel to the king of Tunis.
'Twas a sweet marriage, and we prosper well in our return.
Tunis was never graced before with such a paragon to their queen.
Not since widow Dido's time.
Widow? A pox of that. How come that widow in? Widow Dido.
What if he had said widower Aeneas too? Good Lord, how you take it. Widow Dido, said you? You make me study of that. She was of Carthage, not of Tunis.
This Tunis, sir, was Carthage.
Carthage?
I assure you, Carthage.
His word is more than the miraculous heart.
He has raised the wall and houses too.
What impossible matter will he make easy next?
I think he will carry this island home in his pocket and give it to his son for an apple.
And sowing the kernels of it in the sea, bring forth more islands.
Aye.
Why, in good time.
Sir, we were talking that our garments seem now as fresh as when we were at Tunis at the marriage of your daughter, who is now queen.
And the rarest that ever came there.
Bait, I beseech you, Widow Dido.
Oh, Widow Dido? Aye, Widow Dido.
You cram these words into mine ears against the stomach of my sense. Would I had never married my daughter there, for coming thence my son is lost. And, in my rate, she too, who is so far from Italy removed, I ne'er again shall see her. Oh, thou mine heir of Naples and of Milan, what strange fish had made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the surges under him, and ride upon their backs. He trod the water, whose enmity he flung aside, and breasted the surge most swollen that met him. His bold head above the contentious waves he kept, and oared himself with his good arms in lusty stroke to the shore, that o'er his wave-worn bases bowed, as stooping to relieve him. I not doubt he came alive to land.
No, he's gone.
Sir, you may think yourself for this great loss, that would not bless our Europe with your daughter, but rather lose her to an African. Were she at least and banished from your eye, who hath cause to wet the grief on it.
Prithee, peace.
You were kneeled to and importuned otherwise by all of us, and the fair soul herself weigh between loathness and obedience at which end of the beam should bow. But we have lost your son. I fear forever. Milan and Naples have more widows in them of this business-making than we bring men to comfort them. That fault's your own.
So is the dearest of the lost.
My lord Sebastian, the truth you speak doth last some gentleness and time to speak it in. You rub the sore when you should bring the plaster.
Very well.
And most diurnally.
It is foul weather in us all, good sir. When you are cloudy,
Foul weather?
Very foul.
had I a plantation of this isle, my lord,
He'd sow it with nettle seed.
Or docks, or mallows.
and were the king on it, what would I do?
Escape being drunk for want of wine.
In the commonwealth I would by contraries execute all things. For no kind of traffic would I admit, no name of magistrate. Letters should not be known, riches, poverty, and use of service none. Contract, succession, born, bound of land, tilth, vineyard, none. No use of metal, corn, or wine, or oil. No occupation, all men idle. All. And women too. But innocent and pure. No sovereignty.
Yet he would be king on it.
The latter end of his commonwealth forgets the beginning.
All things in common nature should produce without sweat or endeavor. Treason, felony, sword, pike, knife, gun, or need of any engine would I not have. But nature should bring forth of its own kind of all poison, of abundance to feed my innocent people.
No marrying among his subjects?
None, man, all idle. Whores and knaves.
I would such perfection govern, sir, to excel the golden age.
Oh, save his majesty.
Long live Gonzalo.
Do you mark me, sir?
Prithee, no more. Thou dost talk nothing to me.
I do well believe your highness, and did it minister occasion to these gentlemen, who are of such sensible and nimble lungs that they always use to laugh at nothing.
'Twas you we laughed at.
Who is in this kind of merry fooling, I am nothing to you. So you may continue, and laugh at nothing still.
What a blow was there given.
And had not fallen flat long.
You are gentlemen of brave metal. You would lift the moon out of her sphere if she would continue in it 5 weeks without changing.
We would so, and then go a bat-fowling.
Nay, good my lord, be not angry.
No, I warrant you. I will not venture my discretion so weakly. Will you laugh me asleep? For I am very heavy.
Go sleep and hear us.
What? All so soon asleep? I wish mine eyes would, with themselves, shut up my thoughts. I find they are inclined to do so.
Please you, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow when it doth. It is a comforter.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest, and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possesses them.
It is the quality of the climate.